The Israeli-Palestinian conflict has been a long-standing and complex issue, and achieving peace in the region requires significant efforts from the United Nations and world leaders. Here are some ways they can play a role in bringing about peace and resolving the conflict. 1. Mediation and diplomacy. United Nations, along with influential world leaders, can actively engage in mediation efforts to facilitate negotiation between Israel and Palestine. They can use their diplomatic leverage to encourage both parties to come to the negotiating table and work towards a peaceful resolution. 2. Respect for international law. World leaders can pressure both sides to adhere to international law, including United Nations resolution, which calls for a two-state solution based on the pre-1967 borders. Upholding international law is critical for creating a framework for negotiation. 3. Humanitarian assistance. The United Nations and the world leaders can provide humanitarian aid to the Palestinian territory to alleviate the suffering of the Palestinian people. This includes support for healthcare, education, and infrastructure development. 4. Promote trust-building measures. Encourage confidence-building measures between the two parties, such as prisoner exchanges, economic cooperation, and other initiatives that can improve trust and create a more conducive environment for negotiation. 5. Engage regional partners. Involve neighboring countries and regional powers in the peace process. Their support and involvement can be crucial in addressing the broad regional dynamics that affects the Israel-Palestinian conflicts. 6. Address core issues. The core issues of the conflict, including borders, the state of Jerusalem, refugees, and security, need to be addressed in a comprehensive and balanced manner. World leaders can facilitate negotiation on this issue to find mutually acceptable solution. 7. Promote two-state solution. The United Nations and world leaders should continue to advocate for a two-state solution that recognizes the rights of both Israelis and Palestinians to self-determination and statehood. This solution remains the most widely acceptable path to peace. 8. Prevent escalation. It is crucial to prevent any action that could escalate the conflict. World leaders can exert pressure to discourage violence and settlements in the occupied territories. 9. Civil society and threat to diplomacy. Encourage civil society organizations and unofficial threat to diplomatic efforts that can build bridges between the Israeli and Palestinian population, fostering understanding and cooperation. 10. International support for peace. The United Nations and world leaders should garner international support for the peace process, involving the Quartet on the Middle East, the United Nations, the United States, the European Union, and Russia, and other relevant stakeholders. 11. Reconciliation. Encourage efforts for reconciliation and unity among the Palestinian factions, as internal division have hindered their ability to negotiate effectively. 12. Long-term development and economic investment. Promote long-term economic development in the region, creating opportunities for both Israelis and Palestinians, which can contribute to stability and peace. Bringing about peace in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a challenging and multifaceted task. It requires sustained commitment, creative diplomacy, and a willingness to address the deep-seated issue that have fueled the conflicts for decades. The United Nations and world leaders play a crucial role in facilitating this process by creating an environment conducive to dialogue, negotiation, and ultimately a lasting peace agreement.